And welcome back to another reading. My name is Liv and I am so excited to be reading for you here today. I have just been having this feeling that I am not the only one that feels like they're going through a major shift, and a lot of things have been brought to the surface that might be uncomfortable. Maybe you have a lot of just things going on in your life and you're like, what the heck is going on? If you feel lost, if you feel like you need guidance, this is definitely the reading for you, okay? I just feel like there's so much going on. This is a timeless tarot reading, but if you're watching this when it's going live, it is September 2025 and we have 2 eclipses going on this month. 2 eclipses, which are 2 really important moments for shifting, clarity, and so many beautiful things to come through. All right, so for this reading, I really want to focus on what is going on, and not just what is going on, but why is it going on? What is it wanting to tell you? What is it wanting to show you? Okay, and I originally did want to do a cord cutting for this reading like I used to do, but as I've mentioned before, I just moved. I have yet to find my selenite knife or my feather, so instead I'm going to provide you guys with a guided meditation at the end of the reading that's going to walk you through a visualization of cutting and releasing any cords or connections to anyone, anything, or any memory that might be holding you back. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. So that is what's in store for today. So let's go ahead and take a look at every pile stones here. For pile number 1, we have the gorgeous raw rose quartz. Pile number 1, we have raw rose quartz. Pile number 2 is my carnelian, one of my favorite carnelian stones of all time. And if you've been watching my recent videos and you're wondering why I'm using like the same 6 stones, I have not found my other crystals yet, which is slightly concerning, but we're making it work. We're making it work. And then pile number 3 is green calcite. Green calcite for pile number 3. If you are new to pick a card videos, you can pick either based on the stones you see here, the piles you see, or anything that is feeling called to you. I want to remind you that it's all about your intuition. And at the end of the day, this is the tarot reading, okay? Nothing is set in stone. Think of this as additional guidance here to help guide you and push you forward on your path. But if something is ever not resonating, do not take it. I always say for my readings, take what resonates and leave the rest always, okay? Take what resonates and leave the rest, all right? I'm going to play some music and I really want you to go ahead and call your guides in. Set an intention, set a manifestation or a prayer, whatever you like to do. Call your guides forward and ask them what pile is meant for you. Which pile has the messages that you need to hear, right now. Focusing on what the heck is going on in my life, what is it that I'm not seeing, and what is it I need healing from. I'm going to play some music, I'm going to call my guides in, and I will see you very shortly. All right, pile number 1, we are focusing on what is going on and why. All right, if you have been feeling lost, confused, stuck, or really just like, what is going on, universe? Why do I keep feeling like I'm getting hit with a 2x4? This reading is for you, okay? And I just want to start off this reading before we even get into it by letting you know that you are not alone. I have been really going through this myself, and selfishly, that's another reason why I wanted to do this video, because I always gain something when I do a reading. Sorry. And so I really just kind of wanted to jump into that energy today, but I want you to know that you are not alone. You are not alone in feeling lost or confused or frustrated. This is a very normal thing to feel, especially with all the energies that are going on in the universe, all right? You're not alone in this. You have us, you have this community, and you have several other people that clicked on this video who are probably experiencing something really similar to you. All right, my gorgeous friends who picked pile number 1, you did pick the rose quartz stone. Rose quartz in general is a healer. All right, rose quartz is a healer stone. Excuse me. Wherever you put rose quartz, it amplifies the energy of love. If you put it around other stones, it literally has the possibility, it has the what's it called? It has the power, okay, to transmute negative energies into bright, beautiful, positive energy. So maybe that's something that's currently going on with you. Maybe you feel like you've been really dark. Maybe you feel like you've been a sort of energy, or maybe you've been around an energy vampire, okay? But if you feel like you've been around a lot of dark energies, dark feelings, dark emotions, maybe this is your time to call the love back to you. Call your quartz energy back to you. Call this pink, healing, beautiful energy back to you as you continue forward with this next time, okay? I also went ahead and pulled one card that's just going to be your overall theme. All right, if this card is not resonating with you, you might want to pick another reading. But as always, I want to remind you, you cannot pick wrong, okay? So if you were called to this pile, there might be something here for you, but if this is not resonating, feel free to go back and pick again, okay? You got have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon, and you got this in reverse. All right, have faith in your dreams, that you have it in reverse. We're asking right now, like, what is going on? Why are things feeling so upheaved? All right, you might be my creative pile. You might be my dreamers, my go-getters, my manifestors, and maybe you feel like your manifestations have not come into fruition. Like maybe you've been playing the lottery and you're like, why haven't I won? I've been really focused on this manifestation. Or if you've been manifesting a new career shift, better days, happy health, losing weight, gaining weight, changing your body of any kind, a relationship. If you have been trying to bring something into fruition, I feel like maybe something that's frustrating you is the fact that it is not here yet. The fact that it is not here yet, and maybe you're starting to get to that point, which we've all experienced in a manifestation journey, where it just starts to feel like, what is the point? It just starts to feel like, is it ever going to come? It just starts to feel like, why am I still holding out hope for something that I have seen no proof of coming? My left ear is ringing, okay? My left ear is ringing. Your angels, your guides, your spirit animals are here, all right? How beautiful, first of all. I want to say, before we even pull other cards, because we're going to pull some tarot cards, of course, and some oracle cards, I just want to give you a reminder that you are allowed to have dips in your faith and dips in your journey. I think sometimes if you learned about manifestation through social media, and if you've learned about it in the last 4 years with the manifestation craze and the high-end spiritual content creators, which awesome, okay? But if you kind of came up with it in this sort of pop culture rush, I think there's a lot of misconceptions, right? It is not always rainbow and butterflies. It's not always this beautiful journey. Sometimes it genuinely and truly is a bit of an uncomfortable situation, especially if your dreams have not yet manifested. And it is okay to have dips in faith. It is okay to have dips in faith. Your guides are not trying to come on here and tell you, oh, because that was a card, because you had a bad day, or because you did this, because you did that, your dreams aren't coming true. We do not live in that kind of universe. Maybe our world is like that, but our universe isn't. All right, source, spirit, whatever name you want to put to it, is not this conditional creator. They're not this conditional being. They are an unconditional source energy of love that is the truest version of you. Like, you are source, you are God, you are creator, you are that energy. And so they are not coming out here and being like, oh, you lost faith, or oh, you ye of little faith. No, okay? What they're trying to get you to realize is that if you have had a dip in faith in your own beliefs, if you have had a dip in your own, or in your faith in what you can manifest, or a faith in manifestation at all, they're just wanting you to know that it's okay to feel that way. And now you have an opportunity right here and now to bring your beliefs back. Okay, it's not about making how you feel wrong. It's about showing something that can maybe feel a little bit better for you. Does that make sense? All right, let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards. Some did drop, so give me 1 second. All right, let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards for my beautiful friends who chose pile number 1 with our rose quartz. What is going on and why? You got the Hierophant. What is going on and why? What is going on? My beautiful friends who chose pile number 1. Oh, that was fun. I'll get that one in a second. What is going on and why? Okay. Yeah. I feel like you are an actually like very important person. Like maybe you don't feel like an important person, you know? I feel like sometimes we don't always feel like we're as important as we are. But what I mean by that is I feel like you genuinely hold power, especially with the Hierophant being here. I feel like you are someone that just gives me like this powerful knowing, this powerful presence, and maybe that's why it's rocking you. Maybe you're someone who your faith, excuse me. Sorry, y'all. When I do readings, okay, I get gassy, I get hiccups. It always comes through my throat chakra, okay? Maybe that's why this is maybe affecting you in a stronger way, is because if you are someone who has a pretty like rock solid faith, at least in yourself and in your beliefs and in your manifestations, yet you feel like they haven't been coming true lately, of course that's going to shift you, and of course that's going to affect you. I see a lot of hesitation with moving forward with your creativity. Remember how I said I have my creatives in the room? Okay, I have my creatives in the room. Hello, creatives. I see you, I hear you, I feel you, I know you are here. So hi, hello, and welcome. Your guides are wanting you to know that like maybe what's currently going on with you is just a block. I'm getting reader's block, I'm getting writer's block, I'm getting music block. If you are a creative person, you know what I mean when I say you're having a block, right? You're having this moment where it doesn't matter what you're doing, it just feels like you can't finish that piece of art. You can't finish that thing you've been working on. Like you're just stuck. You're just stuck. And I want to kind of pause there because again, I want to kind of break this reading into segments is what I'm called to do. So I think this is what's currently going on, is a hesitation and a blockage with our creativity. All right. If you're feeling that way, continue listening for sure. Okay. If you're feeling like you just feel stuck, if you feel lost, if you feel confused, then this reading is for you. All right. Now I want to dive a little bit deeper here with spirit and figure out why is this happening? Because things don't just happen coincidentally. Okay. I don't really believe in coincidences. I believe in divine timing. There is a reason why this rut or this pause or this lack of coming into fruition is happening for you, and we're about to find out why. Okay. And so if you've been feeling like down in the dumps, I don't know, sorry, I'm just getting a few more here. If you're feeling down in the dumps and you've been like so hard on yourself, maybe put a deadline on yourself or an expectation, right? Because we normally do that as people. Your spirit guides are trying to get you to come back to yourself, come back to your source, come back to your energy. The Hierophant is a very powerful card. Okay, you are a very powerful person, and I feel like you are maybe someone of faith. I'm not saying religion, but I'm saying of faith. Okay, I feel like you have a powerful presence about you, and I feel like you're losing it, right? Not losing it, but you feel like you're losing it because you feel so disconnected from what makes you happy. Yo, like back in 2022 when I was doing readings a lot, I got super burnt out, and for like 2 years I straight up felt like I did not have my creative spark. And as someone who identifies as a creative, that felt like death. It feels terrible to not be able to feel your spark or to feel your juice or to feel your life source beating through you. It feels terrible. And if that's what you're going through right now, just feeling like you don't know how to progress forward, you don't know how to make your dreams right, you don't know how to move forward with what you're dreaming of. We're going to figure out why, okay? And also just again a reminder that you're not alone and that you don't need to be making yourself wrong, okay? You don't need to be making yourself wrong. This is an experience and a journey, but it's not something that's coming to like shame you. Okay, maybe you grew up religious or you grew up around people who were religious. I get this just sense of shame, like you're so ashamed of yourself and you're putting a lot of guilt and pressure on you. My love, my love, my love. Your creativity, your mind, your gifts, your dreams, those are gifts, not burdens. Your talent, your creativity, your fire, that's a blessing. That is a straight up blessing to this earth, not something that needs to be shamed and ridiculed and put pressure upon, okay? Give yourself a break, take a deep breath, and let's continue on. Why, Spirit? Why is this happening for my beautiful friends who picked pile number 1? Okay, this feels like going over here. I sort of feel like this is the outcome, so we're going to continue moving forward, okay? All right, my beautiful friends who chose pile. Damn, sorry, but damn, okay? There's a lot of financial energy here. Before I even pull any more cards, the question was why, okay? And I'm getting 2 separate messages, so I want y'all to hang with me for 2 seconds, okay? Because we're getting 2 different messages here. Right away, the first message I was getting was that maybe this is happening because you how do I explain this? Okay. Sometimes I feel like when someone's about to make it big, like they're just about to break through the barrier and make it big, they honestly go through like a phase of having nothing. And I know that that sucks, and like I'm not trying to tell you like congratulations, right? But think about like Friends. You guys know I love Friends. You know, it's my favorite TV show, okay? I've been into it since I was a child. I love it. Special place in my heart. The guy who played Joey Tribbiani, Matt something, I cannot think of his name right now. The guy who played Joey Tribbiani had, I think it was like $11 to his name. Don't quote me on that, but it was a very small amount of dollars to his name before he got cast in Friends. And the first thing he bought himself with his paycheck was a warm meal. Like literally rock bottom. Chappelle Roan was about to give up on music. She got signed, she got dropped, she was playing, she was busking, okay, and was not finding success and almost gave up. And 2 years later, babe, like I know that sounds like a long time, but realistically it's not. Like think about 2 years ago from now. It does not even feel like it was that long ago, okay? 2 years from that time in which she decided to give up music, she became a global sensation, right? And what I'm trying to get at is sometimes I feel like that happens. Sometimes I feel like right before you make it big, you kind of have this moment of rock bottom. And I'm not trying to romanticize rock bottom. I'm not trying to do that. But I think Spirit is trying to give you this perspective of like you are here now to build a foundation to reach to success. If you are someone who has put all of your if you are someone who has put all of your personal validation into your art, personal validation into your craft, that is going to burn you out. And maybe Spirit is trying to show you this because you're about to make it big. Because we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of financial success. Like these are the two huge cards for financial success, and King of Pentacles, of course, right? But Nine of Pentacles literally represents sowing the fruits that you have worked so hard to plant and to grow and to create. Like this is the card of, oh man, you can finally sow your fruit, right? Like I don't know what the saying is called, but like you can finally sow your, or like reap the harvest. Man, why can I not think of it? You know what I'm getting at though, right? Like you can finally enjoy your hard-earned labor. No, you guys get it, okay? you get it. But you can finally enjoy your hard work. Like it has paid off. And the Queen of Pentacles is being so financially stable that you feel like you can even be motherly to other people when it comes to finances. Being gracious, being giving, being a gift giver, okay? So I really do feel like you're coming into a lot of abundance, and I feel like this is happening right now. And I don't want to be this person because I hate when someone's like going through something hard and I'm like, okay, but glass half full, babe. But that really is who I am, okay? And this is what they're showing me anyways, is like you are about to come into a lot of financial success. And I think that your creativity will bring you to financial success. But here's the kicker. They need you to kind of detach from that idea. They need you to detach from an idea that your worth is based on what you can create. Because my friend, your worth has never been based on what you can create. If you stopped creating your gift today, your worth and your value would remain the same. But would you be as happy? Would you be as happy? You could stop creating right here, right now, today. You could stop pursuing your gift. You could. The world would keep turning. Your value would not change. Your worth would not change. I'm talking in energetic, okay? But would you be happier? And if the answer is no, because it's something that I love, then you know that it's something that you love. It is a gift. It is a gift. It is a beautiful gift, but it is not and has never been something that you need to use to beat yourself over the head with. And I say this because I'm also a creative person and I have been there, done this, and done it again. And I can guarantee you from personal experience, when you place your worth upon your creativity, you will burn out and then you'll have to stop. What if instead of burning out, what if instead of doing all those things, what if instead you build a new foundation? You detach this idea that your worth revolves around your creativity. And instead, you create a belief of my worth resides in self. 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 The financial abundance is going to come to you whether you like it or not. But wouldn't you like to receive it not burnt out? Wouldn't you like to receive it in a space where, oh my gosh, I just came into all this money, I can go on a vacation, rather than, oh my God, I just came into all this money, now what? What if I lose it? I have to keep going, I have to keep pushing, I have to keep, no. You are being called. The reason you're at maybe rock bottom, or the reason you feel like you can't push forward, is because a new foundation needs to be laid. A new foundation of beliefs needs to be created before you can progress. Because when this money comes, and it's gonna come, when this money comes to you, you want to receive it. You want to really feel it and enjoy it and embrace it. Because that's who you are. And that's what life is meant to be. Okay? Fun. Okay, let's pull a few more cards here for my beautiful friends who chose pile number 1, Page of Cups. A lot of new energy is coming your way. It's funny because I think when I was asking the why, I was expecting Spirit to be a bit more like, because X, Y, and Z, but really what they're showing me, okay, sorry, I just moved away if my audio got messed up. What they're really showing me through and through is that this is not permanent. This is incredibly, incredibly temporary. This pain, this frustration, this feeling of like stuckness is temporary. And I want you to realize that. You have new connections coming through. You have new money coming through. Why is this happening? Maybe so you can get to the complete place of detachment. Because sometimes when we're going good and we have our creative flow, we're thriving, we're vibing, etc., it can be hard to detach, and it can be really easy to become controlling. It can be really easy to become controlling because you love something. You love something. If you're a creative, like I think some of you are, your creations are your baby. Right? Like that's your baby. And that's when you can get a little bit nitpicky. You can get a little bit controlling. Someone gives you an idea and you're like, F off. Okay. If that is the kind of the vibe you've been in, this is Spirit's way of kind of helping you get to a place of ultimate detachment. The art of detachment is something that kind of went around as well in that social media craze of like enlightenment and etc. And the art of detachment is basically the law of attraction, but they put a fun little twist on it with new words. But it's basically when you can detach from the outcome, you live in the experience and you will consistently manifest what you want. So if you're sitting here being like, why is what I want not coming? Why am I not getting the views? Why can I not finish this song? Why can I not write this book? Why can I not bring this thing into my reality? I've been manifesting, asking, live, I've been scripting, I've been journaling, I've been praying, I've been making a wish on 11/11, I've been visualizing. Why is it not coming? Because you need to detach. You need to detach. If all of your worth is based on this manifestation coming to reality, my love, you are an infinite being. You are an infinite being. And if you are of the belief that your happiness is dependent on this manifestation coming into reality, what a small way to live. Because I can promise you, all right, I was so into this, okay? And I am a living proof. I manifested the followers I wanted. I manifested the money I wanted. I manifested the career I wanted, and I was dissatisfied. Because it was never about that. It's what I thought the money and the career and the success would bring to me, which at the end of the day was joy, freedom, enlightenment, positivity, free energy, freedom. When you can detach and instead say to yourself, I'll focus less on this manifestation coming into my reality, and I will focus more on feeling good now, because I can trust and believe that what I want will come to me. I can trust and believe that the creativity will flow. I can trust and believe that when I wish on a shooting star, it comes into my reality. I can trust and believe that I will have the day. I will have the day where I reap the rewards. I will have the day, not an arguable opinion, an inarguable fact. I will have the day where I can come into this abundance, and I will have the day of having so much money, so much manifestations that I can leave it for generations to come. This is the wealth you are coming into, and if you can accept that as an inarguable fact, then you can detach. And instead of trying to get this to feel good, you feel good now. Get back to the roots of your creativity. If you are a musician, stop trying to write music and just learn how to play it again. Play a new instrument or pick up something new or go back to covers. If you are an author, stop trying to write your book and go back to reading them. Go back to what inspired you in the first place, which was the joy. If you're a video creator or a chef or a teacher or a guide or a healer, or if you just want to bring something into your reality, instead of focusing and fixating upon that coming into your reality, detach. Detach. And instead allow yourself to be happy now. Instead allow yourself to feel good now. Why not? Why not feel good now? Why not feel good now, even if a manifestation is yet to come? Because I know it will, guaranteed, an arguable fact. An arguable fact. I know it's coming, so why worry about it? Why not feel great now if you know it's coming anyways? Okay? All right. Let us see here. I actually want to pull some more oracle cards for you. Before we jump into the other cards, I want to pull some more of the Moonology oracle. So my beautiful friends who chose pile number 1 with our rose quartz, there's a lot of healing going on for you, okay? There's a lot of healing energy, a lot of healing guidance that is going on for you, my beautiful friends, okay? Baby! Y'all know that there's an eclipse this month, right? If you're watching this in September 2025, I want you to comment below because there is a literal new moon eclipse happening. And then we have a lunar eclipse. Okay, listen. There was a reason I was called to do this reading today. There was a reason I was called to bring up the eclipses, and it was for you. Okay, it was for you. It was for your energy. It was for your power. You have the opportunity now to decide what you're going to do with this energy. Are you going to lean into it? Are you going to detach? Are you going to feel good anyways? Or are you going to keep waiting? No. Powerful change is coming. Powerful change is coming. Why are all these things happening to you? Because you are being ready to push through to a next phase. You're ready to push through and push out and create a new ground to build something upon, okay? This is huge, I'm telling you. Huge. New moon and eclipse, powerful changes. Yo, okay, I've been saying that I feel like I have those people in my room. I feel like you're here with me and I feel you. Oh, I need more. What else is going on, my friends who picked pile number 1? Take time to breathe out, dude. 1,000%. Okay, this is what we're talking about. This is the energy of what we got going on here. Sorry, I'm just now realizing how not even everything is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is your time to reevaluate. That's a big word for your healing, okay? Reevaluate, okay? Evaluate your dreams, evaluate what you're doing, evaluate what's going on with you. Taking a time to breathe out is exactly what I was saying. Instead of being so obsessed with your craft and your art and creating or manifesting, dreaming, visualization, take a breather. Get back to the fun of it. Get back to the joy of it. That's why you're a creator. That's why you've been a manifester, because you enjoy the game. You enjoy the fun. You enjoy what it feels like to be a part of that energy. So take a time to breathe out, stop hyperfixating, and get back to the joy of what makes this so fun for you. Okay, let's go ahead and pull some new oracle cards. Except, sorry, the reason I said that so weird is because I got very distracted by your bottom of the deck energy for Moonology, which was, it's time to release negativity, new moon in Scorpio. Okay, it's time to release negativity, new moon in Scorpio. Let's lay this very, very gently. Okay, it's time to release negativity. Like I said, I'm doing a guided meditation at the end of this reading. It's going to be at the very end of the video. Like, you'll have to go to the time cards and click meditation. There's a reason why I'm called to do a cleansing for you. Okay, all these old hurts, feelings, beliefs, my head is literally pounding, and it was not before. I think this is weighing heavy on you, especially your mind. If you're a creative, you're constantly thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking, okay? It's time to release negativity. This is a great reading for you, because I actually feel like, even though this might feel kind of heavy or feel like it's not that big of a blessing, I think you got a really positive pile. Sorry, let me open this. Oh, that was harder than I expected it to be. You got a really positive pile that's just showing you the value of detaching and really getting back to what brings you joy, and what a gift that is. Okay, what a gift that is to tune back into what makes you you, and to tune back into the art of feeling happy once again. All right, let me go ahead and move things here so we can pull our cards. All right. My beautiful friends who picked pile number 1, acceptance, and it's, okay. What a beautiful, beautiful symbolic card for you. When we are talking about acceptance, what I am seeing here is the energy of understanding once again, that your worth does not come from your creativity. You are source. You are source. When you look in the mirror, who are you truly? You are God. You are light. You are source. You're not this little human. This is your meat suit. That's not who you are. This is who you are. This is the power that you are. And if you could accept that, you would no longer be putting all of your worth on what you can create. That is a very human thing to do. And I'm not here to knock that, but I am here to shift it. Because although it is human, it's not you. It is not you. You are more than. You are more than. You are more than what you can create. And like I said, if you stopped creating today, you would still be Source God. That will never change, no matter if you create a million things today or nothing. No matter if what you visualize came into realization or not. This is your true you, not what you can bring into this world. And once you accept that, oh, how the floodgates will open. Oh, how the creativity will wash through you. Oh, something just came through, okay? For those of you who have been thinking about channeling, all right, channeling an energy, source, spirit, God, whoever, if you have been considering channeling to enhance your craft, please do it, okay? Please do it. And if you haven't been thinking about that, that's not for you, okay? Let's go ahead and pull another card here for my beautiful friends who chose pile number 1. All right, yes. I just love you, okay? And this is the thing. When I'm doing these readings, I intentionally tap into you. I tap into your energy, and I just love you. I love who you are. I love who you have been, and I love who you're going to become. I love you for who you are, regardless of what you can create in this reality. I adore you, okay? And I know that this is hard, but your spirit guides really want you to persevere, okay? Your spirit guides want you to persevere. What's going on right now sucks. I'm not here to try to deny that. I'm not here to try to make you feel good about what doesn't feel good. If you've been struggling, if you've been not feeling great, I'm not here to negate that. But your guides want you to know to please not give up. Look at your color scheme. All right, purples, blues. Oh my goodness, you are intuitive. We've got the third eye chakra all over this page. Someone tell me what purple is, because I cannot remember right now. All right, but purple is also the color of amethyst. And it's the color of healing, okay, as well as pink. Okay, perseverance, persevere. Even if you feel like giving up, even if you feel like there's no point in continuing to pursue your dreams, your guides are letting you know that that is a falsehood, that is a human falsehood, and it could not be less true. Your success is written in the stars for you. Your financial abundance is an what did I say? Irreputable? Is that a word? An irreputable fact. An inarguable fact. An undisputable fact. What is coming into fruition? The money, the finances, the abundance. It is inarguable. It is fact. It is done. It is known. It will be. But this perseverance, this is talking about alignment with self. This is talking about what will it feel like if I detach my worth from coming from my creativity and instead remember who the hell I am. What if I actually remember that my creativity is a gift, not a burden? A gift, not something to make myself wrong over. What if I remember, I accept, I adore, and I appreciate the fact that I am a gift? The fact that I am source. My creativity is simply the expression of source coming through me. Yeah? Beautiful. The last card for your reading here today is expect the unexpected, literally creating life out of their hands. Why? Because they're source. because you are source energy. Expect the unexpected. You have gotten into the habit, and it's something that we all do, but you have gotten into the habit of what it feels like to base past experiences to create your future reality. Well, this person acted like this the last 3 times I hung out with them, so I don't want to go hang out with them today, even if I feel called to it, because I'm expecting them to act like this. Okay, expectations. Your expectations have been creating your reality for far too long. What if instead you expected the unexpected? What if instead you went about your day today and said, universe, surprise and delight me and show me the unexpected? What if instead you got in your car and there was I don't know, maybe not your car. Okay, but maybe you go on a walk today and you find $100 bill on the ground. What if you can expect the unexpected? What if you're walking along the street and someone gives you the nicest compliment that you weren't expecting that day? And then you talk to that person, you realize that they were someone that you knew once upon a time or from a different lifetime, and they're actually a really good friend, and you become best friends. You're 90 years old together now, you're sitting on your porch and you're hanging out and you're thinking, remember that day I ran into you? How unexpected. What if the video you posted goes viral? Why not? Expect the unexpected. What if that manifestation you've been thinking about just magically comes true faster than you ever could have imagined? Why not? What if you allow yourself to tap into source energy and the song writes itself? Why not? Instead of using your past experiences to create your future, use your future to create your future. Use what you want to happen to create your reality. And let your experiences stay where they were in the past. Yeah? Dude, y'all are dope, okay? I love you so much. Thank you so much for listening to this reading. Before you go, please go ahead. If you would like to do any kind of cleansing, clearing, or releasing of negative energy, go ahead and go to the time codes, either in the description, in the comments, or on the video. Skip ahead, and there's going to be a code that says guided meditation. Please click on that. Enjoy the guided meditation. I put a lot of energy into it for you, and I'm very excited about it. So go ahead and listen to that. Let yourself, release any of your old energy. And yeah. Thank you so much for being a part of this reading. I love you. I adore you. And I'm very happy to be back doing these weekly readings with you here. I do post on Wednesdays and Sundays. All right. I'm figuring my schedule out. I do still have a job, so it's a little bit tricky to navigate and figure out when I'm going to post stuff. All right. If you've been wanting to book a private reading with me, they're currently on pause. But if you're interested, please let me know in the comments below. You can just let me know like, hey, Liv, are you going to open your private readings again? Because they're on pause, but I'll open them if anyone wants one. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all your continued support on this channel. Truly, some of you have been here since 2021, and I can't express to you what that means to me. It's not a small thing. Okay, it's not a small thing. I love you all so much. The new ones, the old ones, everyone in between. I love all of you. Thank you for being here, and I'm so grateful for you. I hope you now know that what's going on is really and truly only ever for your highest good and your blessing, because Spirit knows what you're capable of, and they're ready for you to tap into it. Okay, I love you so much, and I will see you for my next reading. Goodbye. All right, my gorgeous friends who picked pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You picked one of my favorite stones I own, which is this gorgeous carnelian. I don't know what this shape is called, but it's like a twisted point. Seriously, so stunning. This piece is actually really powerful because carnelian in general is often used as a sort of healer of any kind of abuse or trauma, but it's also really good for bringing abundance in. And since this one is a sort of podium, I don't know what it's called when it can like stand on its own, but it's its own sort of like podium type thing. So you can put it by the front of your door and then it manifests money in. However, I want to go back for a second, okay? And this might not be for all of you, but there might be a very few of you who you're tuning into this and you're listening, and the thing that you're going through is maybe focused around abuse of some kind. All right, maybe you are currently experiencing that, and if so, please always check my description. I always include resources, okay? However, I think for a majority of you, maybe you are healing from abuse from the past. Maybe you're starting to kind of look at it. Maybe you're starting to do the shadow work. Maybe you're starting to really see and experience what had happened to you when you were younger, okay? Whenever it was for you. And if that is you, I want you to know how effing strong you are. I want you to know how powerful you are and how capable of letting this be in the past you are. I myself am going through something incredibly similar right now. And I just think you are so brave for wanting to look at this, heal it, and let it go, instead of just dictating your life like it has done to so many others. You are amazing, you are powerful, and you are so much stronger than you realize. Okay? Let's go ahead and look at your first card. So whenever I do a reading, I like to pick one card that just is going to kind of give us the general essence of the reading, and then we'll pull some other cards to go with it, okay? And you have adjustments are required, third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. Normally, I get like a wave of information just from this card, but for some reason I'm not. So instead of doubting it or trying to figure out what it's trying to show me, I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot. The only thing I will say is that the visualizations of this third quarter moon are more potent to me than the words that are written. That are more potent to me than the words that are written. So I'm seeing a moon that is half, or I guess a third covered in darkness. There is a third quarter of this moon that feels as though it cannot be seen. A third quarter of this moon that feels like it is in darkness. Maybe you have been going through the healing. Maybe you have been looking at this stuff, but there is still a third quarter of you that feels like it is just stuck in the darkness and stuck in the muck. And that is maybe what's currently going on. All right. If this is not resonating with you, this A might not be your pile, or B, there might just be something else here for you, okay? So always, always, always take what resonates and leave out the rest, okay, gorgeous? My beautiful friends who chose pile number 2 with our carnelian stone here, what is going on? That's the first thing we want to focus on. What is going on? Okay, what is going on? All right, balance, 9 of Wands, putting a lot of grit and energy. Now I'm kind of understanding more of what this adjustments are required, right? So that whole like assault, abuse, healing, that was for a very specific few of you. Probably not for all of you, and that's okay. Sometimes it comes through just so that we can kind of get the message to who needs to hear it. Okay, get the message to who needs to hear it. And maybe it was one of you, or maybe it was none of you, and that's okay. All right, sorry. Also, my chair is so squeaky. I don't know what her problem is, but she just is so noisy right now, okay? With the 9 of Wands and Temperance here, it's definitely showing me when we're talking about needing to make adjustments, I feel like you have been really in this place of having to put all your energy towards something. Maybe you're struggling with burnout, or maybe you feel like you're just on the edge, and maybe you feel like no matter how much you're putting in, how much grit, how much determination, maybe you're still not really feeling like you're seeing the rewards, okay? Your guides are showing that there really needs to be a space of balance here, especially with the Ace of Cups. I feel like there is someone that maybe wants to kind of come into your life. This could be someone or some energy of a new sense of love, passion, creativity, enjoyment. Okay, this could be filling up your own cup, or it could be connecting with another person. But your spirit guides are wanting you to know, if you're feeling like you're at the bottom of the barrel, or you feel like you're just pushing, and nothing is really changing, your guides want you to know that it's because an adjustment is required. What is going on is that I feel like you're putting a lot of grit and a lot of energy towards something, and the reason it's not paying off is because something needs to be adjusted. But I want to get a few more cards for clarity here. Spirit, right now for pile number 2, we're just asking what is going on, okay? This is what I was feeling. You're feeling like you're not quite seeing the rewards, okay? You're not quite seeing the rewards. They're showing me that you will. Okay, they're showing me that you will see the rewards, but you're not quite there yet. And this adjustment that needs to happen is happening so that way you can have your cake and eat it too. Okay, this is okay, because then we have the Tower here. Then we have the Tower coming in. All right, for those of you who, okay, here's the message. Take what resonates and leave the rest always. If you've been feeling like maybe nothing terrible has happened, but you just kind of feel like crap, and you just kind of feel not good and exhausted and tired and burnt out and all done, and you're just like at a place of I'm over this, your spirit guides are telling you that adjustments need to be made now, or the Tower will come. Okay, I know it's a major, so normally it's like an inarguable fact, but I'm not seeing that for you. What I'm seeing for you is that adjustments need to be required, because if not, it will fall. I feel like you are giving way too much of yourself to something. This could be literally, okay, if you're working too hard on something, putting too much of your time, focus, and energy on something, or this could be energetically. If you're worrying, perseverating, constantly fearful, constantly worried, constantly putting your thoughts towards that which does not serve you, that in and of itself is also, putting a lot of grit and determination and energy towards something. Your guides are wanting you to know that what you're wanting to come will come into fruition. But if you are working yourself so hard that you are going to burn yourself out, when these seeds start to bear fruit, you'll be too tired to even enjoy them. And the guides are showing me that if this kind of pattern continues of working for a little bit of validation, and then working for a little bit of validation, a tower moment will come and you will fall. And what I mean by that is I'm literally seeing somebody fall, which of course, the tower, but I do feel like if you're building something, it will fall. The show Glass Heart from Netflix is coming to my mind, which is a Japanese drama. I love that show, highly recommend it. And this is a tiny bit of a spoiler alert, but I'll be very careful with what I say, okay? But there is a character on there who's a type of Mozart. He's incredibly gifted. He's one of the most talented musicians of this generation in this show, okay? Like incredibly gifted, incredibly talented. But he is pushing himself so hard that he's starting to have physical repercussions for it, okay? And I have this feeling, I haven't finished the show, but I have this feeling that they're gonna either have him like die or get really sick or something's gonna happen because he is pushing, and he will fall. They're not telling you not to put the effort, and they're not telling you not to do these things, but what they are saying is that you need a bit of balance. You need to give back to yourself. You need to fill up your own cup, because your cup can never give to another person if it has run dry. Yeah? So what else is going on, Spirit, with my beautiful friends who picked pile number 2 with our carnelian? King of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. When I'm seeing the King and Wands in reverse for you, what I'm really seeing is, again, when we're looking at the King upright, it's a lot of creativity, it's a lot of power. When we're looking at it in reverse, it leads to impulsiveness and it leads to irrational decision making, okay? So what Spirit's trying to get you to see is that whatever is currently going on in your thoughts, they need to be addressed. That's coming through really, really loudly. At the end of the day, your cards are beautiful and your cards are very, very positive, but I feel like there's a lot of underlying energy that I'm really picking up on here with you, okay? Your cards are beautiful, your spread is very positive, and if I wasn't tuning into the energy of what is currently going on and why it's bothering you, maybe I wouldn't be picking up on this subtle energy read, okay? And I feel like that's part of your charm. Okay, I feel like that's part of your charm. I feel like you are someone who you can make a negative situation positive. I feel like you are good at masking what's really going on. I feel like you're the kind of person, if someone asks you what's bothering you, you can twist it any which way you want to sort of, not have to express what's truly going on with you. And I feel like Spirit is trying to get you to understand that there is strength in vulnerability. And they're not telling you have to go and tell everybody how you feel, but can you at least tell yourself? Can you at least be honest with how you're feeling? And the deepest, darkest nights and the deepest, darkest part of your soul, can you be honest with yourself? Can you be honest with yourself and address and realize that something needs to change? Can you address and realize that maybe the reason you're feeling this way isn't just because of other people, but maybe too because of the habits you have for yourself? If you've been neglecting yourself, your self-care, your self-power, your self-energy, and then you're wondering why you feel like crap, can you take acknowledgement? Can you take ownership of the reason you feel this way? These are gifts. This is a power. To take power back into your hands, to take ownership and realization. Because Spirit's wanting you to know that what's currently going on, however much you want to disguise it, is happening for your benefit, not your harm. But it needs to be addressed now, or as quickly as you can before the tower falls. Okay, before the tower falls. Spirit doesn't want you to go through that. They don't want you to experience what it feels like to have everything come crumbling down. And if you're not familiar with tarot, the tower could be sickness, illness. It could be losing a job, losing a car, losing a home, losing a career, etc. It's a big moment and it's a big shift. And sometimes those come so that way you can build anew. For you, it looks like it is controllable. It's not inevitable. It's not inevitable. You have the choice if your tower will fall, okay? Adjustments are required. Take time for yourself. Say no. It's almost like I'm getting a sort of martyrdom that's coming through, right? I'm getting the sense of like, no, I need to do this. Like, it's good for me. It's good for me. It's good for me to overgive. They love me where I work. Like, they love me. I'm so valuable. I'm so valuable. They can never replace me, right? Like, I'm so, I think it's called invaluable or invaluable, but it doesn't mean you're less valuable. It means you are literally irreplaceable. I feel like you pride yourself on that. You pride yourself on being able to be really, really good at what you do, even if it means you overextend yourself. I feel like you're sort of romanticizing it, okay? And I'm going to call you out on that because, my love, I don't want to see you burn out. And I don't want to see you have a tower moment. And you know what? You don't need to. What they're asking of you is to, instead of romanticizing or leaning into this idea that I'm better because I do more, romanticize this idea of balance and that it's wonderful to give, but it's also just as valuable to receive. It's wonderful to do, but it's also just as valuable to say, no, I can't take that on. No, thank you so much for asking me, but my to-do list is full, babe. It's okay to say no. It's okay to set boundaries. And in fact, you absolutely need to, because otherwise your tower will fall. Okay? We kind of got the what is going on, and to be honest, we also got the why is it going on. So instead of pulling any more tarot here, I was about to, but they're just not really calling out to me anymore. We're going to go in with some oracle, okay? We're going to go in with some oracle cards here. What is going on, and we know why it's going on, is that you can make these adjustments now. That way the tower does not have to fall, okay? What's going on with our moon cards here? My beautiful friends who have picked pile number 2. This is exactly what I thought was going to happen, okay? I feel like y'all are so stubborn, but I love you anyways. I love you even more, actually, because I'm stubborn. And actually, every single person who's close to me in my life is a stubborn person. I literally do not have anyone in my life who's not stubborn, all right? I love stubborn people. I get it. Stubborn equals passion. I heard this little voice in the back of my head being like, she don't know. She don't know. My hard work is invaluable. My hard work is paying off. My hard work is doing all these things. And you know what? Your hard work will pay off. Your hard work will pay off. But what if you put just as much energy towards other people as you did to yourself? What if that was the work that paid off? What if you took time for yourself, prioritized yourself, put yourself as just as high of a priority as every other aspect in your life? As though it was the most important thing on your to-do list that day. Instead of just writing a to-do list of what to do for other people, what if in fact you wrote a to-do list that also said, meditate, journal, shower, wash my face, cook a meal, hang out with the people I love, read. What if that was as much of a priority as send that email, complete that task, forward that whatever, all right? You are so stubborn, and I love you, and what you're doing, of course, will pay off, but what if it paid off in a way that felt good for everyone? What if it, paid off in a way where, yes, you accomplished this task, but then you don't have to take 6 months off? What if it paid off in a way that the energy you're putting towards this can also benefit you? You're just as valuable. You're just as valuable for those you work for. You're just as valuable for those you care about. You're just as valuable for those things you worry about. You are valuable, and you're allowed to put the energy towards yourself. I feel like you need to hear it. I feel like I need to tattoo it on you, okay? Because I feel like you're not fully hearing the fact that you are worth prioritizing. It's the freaking airplane analogy, right? Like, you can't put someone else's mask on if you don't have yours on first. What if you choke and die, okay? You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot give from an empty cup. It will be dissatisfying to you if you work yourself so hard that you have to then stop. And maybe not stop by choice, but stop because you have to. Okay, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that, all right? I know it's scary. I know this feels like a lot that they're asking of you. I know that this time maybe has been bringing up a lot of fears. I'm getting this sense of fear of what if I stop and then no one likes me? What if my value is in what I do? What if I stop working and people stop hanging out with me? Or what if they fire me? Or what if they don't like me? What if I stop giving to my partner and then they value me less? You guys are wanting you to know that you're safe to work through your fears. You're safe to accomplish this. You're safe to break through this. You're not stuck here. Your fears might be loud, but Source is louder. Your fears might be overwhelming, but Source and your energy is stronger. Allow it to come through. Allow your fears to be felt so that way they can be fully released. You are never alone. Your guides are always around you, wanting to answer you, wanting to provide clarity, wanting to provide calmness. If you're feeling anxious and overwhelmed and you don't know how to break through this pattern of my work equals my worth, ask your guides to show you and clear that out. Yes? Let's pull some few more oracle cards here to end your gorgeous reading for my beautiful friends who picked pile number 2. Trust. Trust. Another word that's coming really loudly into my head is blind faith. This is an act of trust. Trusting in yourself, trusting in what you have already built, trusting in spirit, trusting in source, trusting in you, trusting that things want to work out for you, trusting that you are allowed to take a break, you're allowed to say no, you're allowed to rest, you're allowed to stop, you're allowed to ask for help. Trust that when you put that sword down or you put that hammer down, the house will still get built. Just not in a day. And that's okay. Trust. All right? Why is this happening to you? Your guides want you to lean on your trust. Your guides want you to take care of yourself. Take care of your health. Take care of your body. Take care of your mind. You're brilliant and you're a hard worker. You're brilliant and you're a hard worker, but you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself, or what was the point of any of it? I'm getting this like literal analogy. If you are someone who's maybe a little bit older listening to my video, I'm getting this memory of someone who I either met or heard from somebody else. I think I heard a story from somebody else. Oop, that was my wife. I heard this story from somebody else who literally, like, this person worked and then they finally retired, and they decided that they were going to live this big beautiful life once they finally retired. And then once they retired, their partner died. All right, they were going to live this big beautiful life, they were going to go on all these vacations, and then their partner died. You cannot wait to be on your deathbed to start enjoying life. It's beautiful that you have a strong work ethic, and it's beautiful that you like to see things get created, and it's beautiful that you care. But what is the point of doing any of that if you don't get to enjoy it? What is the point of doing any of that if you're then reactive because you're upset? You're then reactive at your boss or your kids or your family or your friends because you're burnt out, you're tired, you're stressed. So what do? You react. What is the point of putting in all that work if you're not even enjoying what it provides? Why is all this happening? Why is Spirit showing you what's going on? So that you can create a new belief for yourself that you are meant to live and be happy now. That you are meant to enjoy life now. And it takes a lot of trust. It takes a lot of trust in you, trust in the systems, trust in yourself. Okay? All right, pray. If you are not religious, don't take this religiously, all right? I am not religious, but I, of course, pray. I pray to myself. I pray to Source. I pray to my spirit guides and my animals and my spirit friends. When they're saying pray, especially when you have answers you need are coming, what this is really saying is like, let go. The saying, let go and let God just came through. But again, I'm not religious, so I don't mean it in that way. But let go and let Source come through. Ask for help. Ask for help. Ask for help. Pray on your situation. Ask Spirit to guide you. You're not alone. You are not this lone wolf martyr being set on a rock to waste away. You are loved. You are encouraged. You are supported. You have a spirit team who loves you and adores you and wants to be around you. So maybe let them in. Let them in. It's okay to ask for help. And more than that, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's a strength. Prayer, it connects you to the highest part of you. Bring back asking for what you need and being vulnerable. The last card you got today, bottom of the deck energy, is let go. Which is really funny, okay? because I did just hear that quote that said let go and let God, okay? And it literally for me looks like they're like being beamed up. I don't know if that's what they're trying to give here, but that's kind of like the feeling I have when I just look at this, is sort of being like beamed up by source. All right, let go. Let go. You don't have to try so hard. That song's been I think it's called You Don't Have to Try, or Try by Colby Calais. Ooh, I don't know. But the song that's like, you don't have to try so hard. You don't have to give it all away. You just have to get up, get up, get up, get up. You don't have to change a single thing, right? You guys know the vibe. You don't have to try so hard. You don't have to try so hard to be liked. You don't have to try so hard to be loved. In fact, when you let go, you'll be amazed. You will be amazed because the people who really want you and who really see you will flock to you. Because finally, instead of trying hard to win validation, you will have let what naturally wants to come to you in. Okay? I love you so much. Thank you so much for being a part of this reading. I wanted to remind you that I do have a guided meditation at the end of this video. You can go to the time codes in the comments, the description, or as you're scrolling through the video and click guided meditation. It'll help you really let go and release any of these old beliefs that are currently bothering you, okay? I put a lot of intention into the meditation, so if you'd like to see it, go check it out, all right? Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. You're never alone. You are always supported. You are always cared for, and your worth has never, ever, ever been in what you can provide. Once you release, then you become. All right. Thank you so much for being a part of this reading. I wanted to let you know that if you would like to book a private reading with me, they are currently on pause, but if you would like to have one, leave me a comment down below so I know to reopen up my site. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for supporting. Always remember to like and subscribe. It helps my channel and it helps you see more of me. Also, YouTube just added this new feature called Hype, and if you click on it, it just boosts my video and lets more people see it. So if you would like to do that, appreciate it. And yeah, I will see you next Sunday. I'm posting videos Wednesdays and Sundays, all right? I love you so much. Thank you for being here with me. Don't forget to go listen to the guided meditation, and I will see you for my next reading. Goodbye. All right, my gorgeous friends who chose pile number 3 with the green calcite stone here. Green calcite is one of my absolute favorite stones. I love her. I have said that about every single stone here today, but I'm working with like the same 6 right now, and they're all my favorites, okay? I love them. This stone to me kind of looks like a bar of soap, and I mean that in the best way possible. Like, it's so clean. I just feel so gravitated towards it. Like, I literally cannot stop looking at it, all right? As a reminder, for your reading, we're focusing on what's currently going on and why. So let's go ahead and jump in with your first card you have here, which is kind of your overall theme. Don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. Okay, we just left Leo season. And again, our question is, what is going on, Spirit? What is going on? For my beautiful friends who picked pile number 3. All right, what is going on? Are you currently feeling a struggle of ego? Are you currently feeling like it's hard for you not to let pride get in your way? Do you feel like you have a lot to fight for or a lot to prove? Or maybe you feel more stubborn than you normally do. Maybe when someone's trying to tell you something, you're getting more defensive than you normally are, okay? If that's not resonating with you, don't worry. We're literally going to pull a butt ton more cards. So let's go ahead and jump into it and see if we can get a little bit more clarity. What is going on for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 3, okay? It's so interesting. Every time I try to do these quote unquote heavy readings, everyone's piles are so good and bright and light, and I'm like, all right, okay, but then we got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, so hold on. All right, and then you have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, when we're thinking about pride, pride is not in here to shame you. It's not in here to make you wrong, okay? Being prideful about something is beautiful. Being prideful about something means you care. It means you care about it so much that you're willing to like fight to the nail for it, okay? But we have a lot of reverse energy going on. The Wheel of Fortune is one of those cards where it either weighs to and fro, and it's really the surrounding cards that influence it. And I'm going to be straight up with what I see for you here, okay? Maybe you feel like lately luck has just not been on your side. Maybe you feel like everything that you keep thinking is going to be positive, actually, plot twist, turns out it was a negative, okay? That's a lot of what I'm seeing. Like, Things that should have been good are just falling short. Things that should have been a beautiful opportunity are just coming in short. And I feel like it's really frustrating you. I feel like it's really perturbing you, and I understand it. And what your spirit guides want you to know is that you have the ability to change your cards. Anything you hear here, whether it's in this reading, another reading, from an energy reader, whoever, you're never set in stone. Your reality is never set in stone. You have the ability to create it, you have the ability to influence it, and you have the ability to change it. You always have, and you always will. If you feel like you've had a string of bad luck, if you feel like things have not been working out for you lately, you have an opportunity here and now to make a difference. And it all surrounds your thoughts, because the Nine of Cups, which is your dreams coming true, is just on the other side of this fear, because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing fear and a sense of control, a need to control the narrative so much to the point where it almost like destroys you, okay? A need to control the narrative to the point where it's not even benefiting you anymore. Although luck may have not been on your side, if things have just not been going well, even when they really seem like they would or they could, or if you just feel like things are falling short, like I said, your guides are wanting you to know that there is an opportunity here to change your course. Change your course. And how so? You release the pride. If you look at this picture from the upright, they're pulling the stone out like here. Okay, they're literally putting the stone and it has a crown on it. But when you are looking at it in reverse, it is literally the visualization of pulling the sword out of the stump, right? Like not Thor, but I can't think of. My brain has been a little foggy today, okay? There's a lot going on in the energy fields. But that thing, I don't know if it's like Excalibur or whatever, but like the sword, you pull the sword out of the stone. You have to take determination and grit and a deliberate choice to decide to pull this sword out of the stone and create a different reality for you. The Nine of Cups wants to be your truth. The Nine of Cups wants to be your truth. The Wheel of Fortune is influenceable, right? Luck either sways to your side or it doesn't. And lately, I'm getting that it doesn't. But you have too many beautiful energies. You have such a beautiful stone, and I feel your presence. You have the power of your reality being so radically beautiful that you don't know what to do with it. And I think the thing is you know that. And that's why you're frustrated or pissed off or misunderstood, okay? And your guides are wanting you to know that it's about a choice. Release your control, release your stubbornity, and release your pride on what's getting done, and release your pride on trying to control the narrative, and lean into what the universe has in store for you. Okay, let's pull some more cards for my beautiful friends who chose pile number 3 with our green calcite stone here. Okay, Seven of Swords, it came in reverse, but for some reason I really wanted to flip it upright. All right, this is a typical tale of someone kind of being sneaky and trying to steal, but for me, I feel like the reason you're trying to do this is because of fear. All right, you don't need to be sneaky. You don't need to be like fearful of other people hurting you, so you hurt them first, okay? And I'm not seeing that you're a bad person. That's not the vibe I'm getting. I am getting the sense that you're kind of being maybe a little bit deceptive, or you're kind of keeping your cards super close to your chest because you don't want other people to know what's really going on with you. And I feel like you're so afraid of being screwed over. I feel it so strongly. Like you're so afraid of being screwed over that like you just like you're keeping everything close to your chest, even if it means you're being deceptive, okay? And I don't know how to tell you this, but nobody wants to screw you over. Nobody wants to screw you over. And if they do, why let them? And what I mean by that is they're already screwing you over if you're bringing in this energy. If you're being a hoarder, if you're being deceptive, if you're trying to be sneaky, if you're trying to be, a little mischievous and maybe take advantage of other people so they don't hurt you first. They're already getting to you. Your fear of them screwing you over has maybe already turned you into a more controlling kind of person. Why? Why give them that power? Take it back. You are an incredibly powerful person. The universe wants to be on your side. The universe wants to give you every wish you've ever wanted. But right now, you're so afraid of someone screwing you over. And you know what? Maybe someone has in the past, right? Because these fears are not often unbased on something, right? Like they're not often just poof, out of nowhere, now I'm afraid. Maybe someone screwed you. Maybe someone took things that you are so proud of and so passionate about. Maybe someone came in and swipe or no swiping that right out of your hands, okay? And maybe that is why you feel the need to be controlling. Maybe that's why you feel the need not to share your thoughts and why you keep things close to your chest. Okay? And I'm not here to invalidate that experience. You are completely valid in what you feel for that. But it is time. It is time that you no longer let what happened in the past determine your future. It's a cycle. Do you see? If this was here, okay, if this was in the past, it's creating your future and blocking you from even having what you wanted, because the power that's more strong is that of fear and worry and deception. You have the power to break a chain that's coming through very loudly for you. Break the chain, break the curse, break the pattern. You have an opportunity. Maybe you were screwed. Maybe someone took advantage of you. Maybe that's why luck is not on your side. Maybe you trusted someone and they took your idea and ran with it. And now you're so scared. But you have a chance to alter history. You have a chance to decide. You have a chance to decide. I don't know why, but I'm thinking of Tom Haverford from Parks and Rec, okay? Such a dreamer, such an entrepreneur, always willing to try new things, always willing to expand his business ideas, always. And then one time he gets screwed. He finally runs a really successful business. All right, he runs a really successful business and someone opens up the exact same store but better right across the street, screws him out of business. It really affected him mentally, emotionally, financially, of course. But he was a dreamer. And he decided not to let that determine his future. And he went on to be an incredibly successful restaurateur, okay? You do not need to let your past determine your future anymore. Break the cycle. If they screwed you, let them go. If they hurt your feelings, let them go. If they betrayed you, don't talk to them. You don't owe them anything. You don't owe them any part of you. But you don't need to be so afraid of what happened to you once that you can never move forward again. Do you understand? All right, let's pull another card here for my beautiful friends who chose pile number 3. All right, 6 of Swords. You got to move on, man. You got to move on, man. That's from Freaky Friday, the original, okay? You've got to move on, man. All right. Actually, that's a really perfect analogy because that was from Mr. Bates and the mom in Lindsay Lohan's Body, okay? And she was at school and she found out that Mr. Bates was treating her daughter like crap because she, the mother, rejected him at prom. She didn't want to go to prom with him. So he's been taking it out on her daughter ever since, and she let him know, you've got to let it go. Move on, man. Move on. Move on, man. Let it go. Break the cycle. Break the curse. Break it, break it, break it. Chain breaker. You have the strength within you. Excalibur's sword. You have the strength within you to pull it, literally pull it out of the rock and create a new reality for yourself. Turn the tides. If luck has not been on your side, what has the energy been around it? And how can you change what's currently going on with you to be for your benefit? To be for your benefit. I'm not saying you haven't been screwed. I'm not saying people haven't come in and stolen your ideas or hurt you or, took advantage of you, or maybe it was a relationship and they cheated on you. I don't know, babe. I don't know what you've been going through. But I do know that you were maybe screwed or you're really, really afraid of it. Let it go because it's not helping you now. It's not helping you. It's not helping your business. It's not helping your creative passions. This fear is controlling you. Okay? I used to have a friend who wanted to do a creative project, and they were so afraid of being taken advantage of that they put so many things in place, not even literally but just mentally, so that way they would not get taken advantage of. They would not get taken advantage of. But the thing was, no one ever wanted to hurt them. No one ever wanted to take advantage of them. No one ever wanted to screw them. But that perspective can really get to you. If you're wanting to embark on a new project, if you have a new idea, if you have a new business adventure, if you have something that you're cooking and you're really excited about it, but you feel like you can't pursue it because you're so afraid that Tommy, Bobby Jr., whoever is going to come screw you over again, it's going to hold you back for life. It's going to hold you back for life. You clicked on this pile for a reason. You're ready to let go. You're ready to let go of this fear of people not treating you well, okay? And it's not to say you have no reason to feel that way again. But it's time to let go of it because they're still controlling you with your fears. They're still having that control over you. And why? Why give them that? Take it back. Take back your power. Take back your energy. My beautiful friends who chose pile number 3, cut those cords, okay? Cut those cords. Like I said, we're doing a guided meditation here at the end. I wanted to do a literal cord cutting, but I couldn't find my sword or my feather. So for now, we're going to do a guided meditation. I really think you should do it because this is a very powerful moment to release these fears and release these worries, all right? Let's go into some Moonology cards here for my beautiful friends who chose pile number 3. Balance spirituality and practicality, 100%, okay? Your mind has been the running force of all of your energy lately. Your mind, your thoughts, with all these swords, okay? Your mind and your thoughts and your fears have been really running your life. And yet there's a part of you, a dreamer who knows that what you want is meant to be. And your guides are trying to show you that they're not telling you to bury your head in the sand. They're not telling you to be entirely woo-woo spiritual and not take things seriously. All right, it's okay to have a business plan, and it's okay to have a dream, and it's okay to have those things together. You are allowed to balance both spirituality and practicality, and in fact, that is your path to success. Okay, let's see what else we have here. For my beautiful friends who chose pile number 3, bring love into the situation. Bring love into the situation. What is the biggest cure for fear? Every cheesy show ever said, love, okay? Love really is the solution. Love of self, love of your heart, love of your mind. You have so many amazing things that you want to bring into this reality. I can see it, or else the 9 of Cups would not be here. You have power, you have ideas, and you have things you're ready to bring into this reality. So put some love on it. Literally pour some love into the situation. Pour it in there. Bring love to the foreground. Make that your operating feeling. Make that your operating feeling. And when those fears come up, when you say, oh, but if I forget, Liv, and no one's telling you to forget, we're telling you to let go. Okay, but if you're feeling like, oh, but if I'm not constantly thinking about it, what if it happens again? What if it happens again? Let the fears go and remind yourself that you are safe. That you are the creator of your reality, not this other person, and not your fears. You are the creator of your reality. You don't need to be so afraid of something happening again that might never happen again, that you don't even pursue what you want now. Let it go so you can move on and bring something you've always wanted into your reality. All right, let's go ahead and finish off this reading with a few more oracle cards here. Woo! Okay. For my beautiful friends who chose pile number 3. All right, one more. Oh, several more. Okay, this is the one I wanted to see. I knew she was in there. I could feel her. Okay. I know this was the last card I pulled, but we're going to look at it first. You got direction and you got upside down, which is showing me you feel like you're lost and you need a sense of direction. Let your... I just feel like I'm going to be so cheesy for your entire reading because I'm literally about to tell you, like, let your inner compass be your guide. Get back to your true source. Get back to your true power. Get back to what it feels like to be aligned with who you are, and let that be your guiding focus. Let that be your guiding energy. You are ready to pick a new north. You are ready to be following your true north. You're ready to decide a new direction. You're ready, okay? You've been walking on a path and clearly the path has not been working out that well for you, so pick a new direction. If you've been constantly walking west, go east, okay? Pick a new direction. You're not stuck where you were. You can decide now and here in this moment to go where you are wanted and go where you're ready. Courage. And another lion. Oh, I'm seeing a transformation for you, and oh, it is beautiful. Oh, it is beautiful. Maybe when you clicked on this video, you've been feeling afraid, you've been feeling prideful, you've been feeling worried, you've been feeling protective, you've been feeling scared. But this is a transformative time for you. These fears are not coming up for nothing. This pain is not coming up for nothing. It is here to push you and help you grow and help you step into a new way of being. You are brave. You are courageous. And if you don't feel that way now, I promise you, you will. As you pick this new sense of direction, because you're literally leaving, okay? 6 of Swords is moving on. So you're moving on and you're picking a new direction. What direction do you want to go? And then have courage to follow it through. Even when the fears come up, because I'm going to tell you, they're still going to come up. Even when the fears come up, even if they're loud, you have the courage to pick anew. All right. Then you got a lot of cards. I just need to preface by saying that. Okay. And then you have boundaries here. Don't be afraid to set boundaries. Don't be afraid to set boundaries. Just because you're feeling good and you're feeling love and you've healed whatever, excuse me, doesn't mean you're going to let people walk all over you. Okay. It's okay to set boundaries. It's okay to say no. It's okay not to share your thoughts with everyone. It is absolutely okay to keep things that mean something to you, near you. It's okay to do that. What we really wanted to avoid more so than anything was doing it out of fear. Set a boundary out of what? Love. Okay, set a boundary out of love. Because I love myself so much, because I value myself so much, because I care about who I am and how I feel, I will set a boundary. That's very different than doing it out of fear. Okay. And then you got transformation, and this is how I'm feeling for you. Like, this is such a beautiful time for you to literally transform. Didn't I say that, babe? Didn't I freaking say that? You are transforming and you are becoming anew. You are transforming and you are becoming anew. You are becoming something so much braver and stronger and more powerful than maybe you ever even thought possible. You are transforming. You are literally shape-shifting. By this time, in just a few short months, you will not even recognize yourself from the amount of healing and transformation you have become and taken. You are being birthed anew. Maybe once the cowardice lion and now the courage, right? Is that what it is? Yeah, the lion. The courage lion? Yeah. Okay. Maybe once you felt like a coward and now you will be the lion. You will walk into a room with courage. When you speak with confidence. When you speak with truth. And you do not fight for other people to hear you because you know that those who are ready to hear you, their ears will be open. Okay. 2 more cards here. You also have dreams. 2 messages here. First one that's coming through is please don't give up on them. Please don't give up on your dreams. If you have big dreams, if you have big goals, don't give up on them. Don't give up on them. The second thing that's coming through is in this next 3-month cycle, is what I'm hearing really, really loudly. Your dreams are going to be talking to you. Your dreams are going to be communicative to you. And I want you to keep a little journal by your bed. And I want you to journal everything that comes through to you, because these dreams are potent and powerful and they're here for a reason. Don't write them off, okay? Literally write them, but don't ignore them. Don't write them off as a coincidence. Your dreams are going to have meanings. And if you write them down for the next 3 months, when it gets to that 3-month time, you'll be able to look back and really see a lot of information that you needed to hear, okay? And the last card for your reading today is divine timing. The universe is always working in your favor, even when things feel like literal kaput, okay? Even when things feel like a butt and they don't feel good, and you came onto this reading because things probably feel very scary and crazy, everything is always happening for you. Divine timing is real. What this is showing me is that if you feel like you haven't been able to pursue that path, or it's just not been going right, or luck has not been on your side, it's because the timing was off. Your energy was off. You do not want this dream coming into your reality if you feel like crap. I promise you, it will not fix anything. It will just add to it. I'm living proof. Yeah? I'm living proof. I've always been the kind of person for so long where I was like, once I have this, I'll feel so good. Once I have this, I'll feel so good. And when it didn't come to me, I was like, universe, why? Why? Because it wasn't for me at that time. You have to get your energy right. You want to be in this. Look how different these oracle cards are from the ones you pulled. You take a new direction. You feel courageous. You trust your dreams and you learn how to balance them with practicality. You learn how to take practical actions from your dreams. You set boundaries with those around you. You trust that the timing is always infinite and you listen to the transformation that's becoming. That is so much different than the fear we picked up on in the beginning. You are evolving and you are becoming something so much more than you ever thought possible. Lean into that. Lean into that, because that's what Spirit really wants you to focus on. All right. Pile number 3, you're a gem. I love you. You're such a wonderful person. And I'm so thankful that I got to read for you here today. I seriously love you. Like, when I say that, I'm not just like, love you. No, babe, I value you so much. And I think you're such an incredible person. So thank you so much for being a part of this reading. Thank you for spending the time here with me today. I want to remind you to go listen to the guided meditation at the end of this video. It'll really help you release any of these things that are just kind of still staying blocked and stuck in your energy field. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And now YouTube has this new feature called Hype, and it just boosts my video. So if you love me, please do that. Okay. And if you're wanting to book a private reading, they're currently on pause. However, if you would like to book one, leave it in the comments below so I know to reopen them. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in just a couple of days. And until next time, with all my love, I will see you soon. Goodbye. I want you to begin by closing your eyes, giving yourself permission to have this time to clear your energy and get back to self. I want you to take in 3 guiding breaths, each one bringing you deeper and deeper into relaxation. Breathing deeply in and out. In and out. In and out. As you're here, remind yourself that you are worthy of letting go, that you are worthy of this time, and that you have always been a priority. Let any thoughts that are bothering you in the back of your mind, worrying about other things that you might need to accomplish or do, simply drift past you as you comfortably acknowledge that you deserve time to yourself. I want you to take 3 more deep breaths. I want you to imagine a golden ball of light. It's hanging above your head, and even though it has not yet touched you, its warmth is radiating gently. It feels as though you're laying on the grass and the summer sun is gently kissing your skin. I want you to bring this beautiful warm ball of light down to your crown chakra, opening up your space to allow it in. As it enters into your crown chakra, imagine it illuminating your body from the inside out, healing, cleansing, and clearing everything it touches. Any darkness, any worries, any fears, any doubts, anything that feels sticky and dark immediately disappears when touched by this golden light. Let it come down from your crown chakra to your 3rd eye, awakening each chakra as it touches. Allow the golden light to heal, cleanse, and make you anew as it moves from your crown to your 3rd eye, now to your throat chakra, awakening each one as it goes, cleansing each part of your body, each part of your soul. Every worry and fear removed in the presence of this light. See it moving down to your heart chakra. The light is so bright, it illuminates your entire body, all the way down your arms to the tips of your fingers. As it moves down to the solar chakra, awakening each one as it goes, bringing forth your creativity, your power. Down it goes to your sacral chakra, awakening as it goes, illuminating your body all the same. Down it goes to your root chakra, awakening as it goes, the light so bright, so brilliant. It radiates your body throughout, stretching down your limbs, from your legs all the way to the tips of your toes. Imagine this light coming out to your heels of your feet, the bottoms, the soles of your feet, and giving back to Mama Gaia, cleansing and healing as it does. Thank this beautiful light, this golden light of energy, Thank the presence and the healing it has provided. And imagine yourself gently closing the top of your crown chakra, sealing in all of the goodness from this light. Now I want you to acknowledge the things that might be holding you back. Fears, lies, worries, another person, anger, frustration, insecurity, lack of self-belief, pain, physical or mental. I want you to imagine, physically imagine that which hurts you and holds you back. Hold it in your mind's eye. Do you see it? Hold it in your mind's eye. Imagine it about 10 feet from you. You can see it, but it is not close enough to touch. It is embodied. I want you to imagine a light white cord of light stringing from your body to its, connecting you, keeping you tethered. Now I want you to imagine that you confidently, bravely, and knowingly take any medium you would like and you slice that cord. May it be a sword, a feather, your hand, or anything. Sever the cord. Look them in the eye and sever the cord. Free yourself. Free your energy. Free your life. As you see the cord severed, you might have to cut it multiple times, and that is okay. As you see the cord severed, I want you to then draw what's left of yours back into your body, sealing it shut and providing that same golden light healing to where the cord once was, making you anew. I want you to repeat this as many times as you need. Imagining another fear, another worry, another hatred, another anger, anything that is keeping you from pursuing what it is you desire, anything you feel that is keeping you stuck and small. Imagine it now. Look it in the eyes and tell it, you hold me no longer. I release you in love and light, and I call all power back onto myself. With confidence and clarity, sever the cord of light. Sever the cord. You are free. Draw what's left of your cord back to you, back to your body, and patch it with a heel of light. Imagine this other entity, fear, worry, or person being transmuted into light itself and on their own way. How they feel is not your journey. How they feel is not your responsibility. They go in peace, and you claim your power back. You do this as often as you need, and for as many fears as you may feel. When you feel as though you are ready, I want you to imagine coming back to center, no longer having these tendrils connecting from you to another that is holding you back, no longer having these tendrils connected you to fear, no longer being weighed down by that what hurts you, but finally and fully cut free, weightless, comfortable, confident, free. Free. I want you to imagine that you are once again sitting, and now that golden light radiates from you as though you are light itself. I want you to imagine sending out a bird song or a call or any rhythm that feels good to you. And this song is your song to call your power back. As you sing it, as you hum it, I want you to imagine that little pieces of you who may have been left here or there, that frustration, that little thing, that person who sucked your energy, that one that complained, that driver on the road, that person at the store. I want you to imagine that little pieces of your soul and your essence were left around. And as you sing this call, they come back to you with ease. As though by magic you see bits and pieces of your soul and your essence willingly, eagerly coming back to you to make you whole once again. No longer is the essence of you scattered in social media posts that did not feel good, and drivers who may have cursed you out, and expressions and experiences that left you feeling weightless and unhappy, or weighted and unhappy, that left you feeling weighted and unhappy. Now, you are made anew. Every piece of you has come back to yourself. You are fully you. Nothing and no one can hold you back. When you're ready and you're feeling free, I want you to take 3 more deep breaths again, yet this time becoming more aware of your body with each breath. In, out. In, out. In, out. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and when you are ready, you may open your eyes. I want you to leave this meditation empowered. I want you to understand that any time you are feeling weighted, heavy, or scared, you may come back to this practice and clear yourself consistently. You need not be weighed down by others' feelings, opinions, worries, or beliefs. It's time you take your power back and call your energy back into the presence of you. With all my love, until next time.